Rebusundead here again, bringing you a battle versus my good friend Schmeeks. Schmeeks is a really good battler. He's also been a really good friend of mine for a long time. As you can see, his team is Cloyster, Scizor, which will be his Mega, Muck, Gastrodon, Slowbro, and Talonflame. On my side, I have Rotom Wash, Reniculus, I can't remember your name right now. My Steel, my Crawdaunt, my Machamam, which is my Machamp. So we're gonna go ahead. Oh, and my. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna. What can we open with? You know, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna open up Steel. He's got the Stealth Rocks on him. We also have Typhlosion. So we're gonna go ahead and we'll just bring the rest of our people along. But I think Steel is gonna be a good opener. I'm not sure who he's gonna want to start out with, but I feel like Steel will be able to handle anything he throws at us. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna confirm, and we're gonna get this battle underway. Metagross, that is his name. That is my other Pokemon that I'm bringing. That is Steel. Alright. So Schmeeks is probably... Who's he going to open with? Who's he opening with? He is opening with the Talonflame, which is not good for us. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to switch right out into the Rotom Wash, just to absorb any Brave Birds if he goes for that or anything. So he is going for a U-turn, actually. Now who will U-turn out into? I should have seen the U-turn coming, but what can you do? So I feel like Gastrodon. Alright, so Gastrodon's kind of a problem for us. He really doesn't have... There's really nothing we have for him. See, he's immune to water. Grass or... Alright, let's go ahead. We're going to switch out... What will he have for us? He can probably poison us. So we're actually... Or will he Willow? You know, we're going to go ahead and we're going to switch right back out into Steel. In case he goes for the Venom. And we're at least just going to go back to getting rocks up. So he's going to go for the Scald. We shouldn't take too much, and we're going to get burned, of course, because why not? So right now we're going to go ahead, we're just going to get the rocks up. Because the rocks are necessary. And he's pretty much just going to keep stockpiling. Unfortunately, this means that this that Steel's kind of useless to us right now. So we're just going to go ahead and, I mean, we're just going to go ahead and Meteor Mash. I know he can heal up at any time, but there's really no reason to switch out other than stockpile being annoying. But honestly, there's just nothing he can do really, and vice versa. So I mean, we're just gonna keep sitting in here. It doesn't matter if he sits there for whatever reason. It's not really gonna hurt us too much. So he's just gonna keep stockpiling. And this is pretty much just going to be a stall fight for a while. Until he does something, so... I mean, we might as well just get the damage. He'll probably recover. I feel like that's just what he's waiting for. It sucks we got burned. Yeah, I mean, he's just going to sit there and recover stall for a little bit. So unfortunately, we really don't have a lot of options. We'll just go for whatever. It doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to let this guy die off. Let him use up his recovers if he really wants to. Alright. So our steel finally goes down. We have options to really go into anything. What can we do to you? Let's see. You really can't do much to us, so we're just gonna... You know what, he wants to go into this lengthy stall war. We can do that too. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna set up a calm mine. And really, if he gets a burn on us, it's not that big of a deal. So I feel like right about now, will he go out? Let's go ahead and let's just recover. I feel like okay, he's gonna scald again. I mean, it really doesn't matter if he gets the burn on us. So now we're burned. There's really nothing else he can do. So we're going to go ahead for another calm mine. And I mean, he can sit in here, he can hit us with whatever he wants. And we can outstall him as long as we want. So really, he can sit there all day if he wants. Let's see if I feel like he's going to switch out though. So we're going to go ahead and we're not going to get greedy and we're going to go with the Psy Shock. We're just going to see if he switches out. Hopefully he'll switch out. Yes. Okay, what are you switching out into? Talonflame. That should be good. So we should do some serious damage on him. And that's a dead Talonflame. Alright, good. I hate facing Talonflame. Everything about Talonflame is annoying. So thankfully with Talonflame out, we're looking pretty good. I mean, we got rocks up on his side. He really can't do too much to us. So we're gonna go ahead, we're just gonna Psy Shock again. I mean, he can go for something else, like a Pursuit or a Sword Stance right now. But I'm really not too worried about him. We should be able to really survive anything he hits us with. Yeah, I mean, even with that, it's not really going to matter. So we're at +2 right now. And, I mean, honestly, we can sit here now. We can do the whole stuff. Stall, recover. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to recover now. He probably will think we don't have anything for him. So we're going to go ahead, we're actually going to... it should be neutral, we'll go for Focus Blast. So he can go ahead, he can roost up. And this should do a decent amount of damage to him. So, as long as it hits. So it should be neutral. Yeah. And I mean, he can sit here and he can roost all he wants, but eventually we will wear him down. Or we'll miss. One of the two will happen. So he's going to get the special defense drop. And we're actually going to go for a calm mine right now. And I mean, that special defense drop is really going to hurt him. I don't think he'll stay in. He might go for a U-turn right about now. Just to kind of get out of here, preserve the Scizor for a little bit. But honestly, not really too worried. I love Reniculus. He is such a powerful Pokemon. So Schmeeks is thinking for a while. I think he's not sure. Pursuit's coming again. And that unfortunately does a lot more than I was hoping. So pretty much our option is to let this thing go down. I mean, I don't think he's going to... Yeah, he won't. It won't matter. He'll go down. So we're both kind of on even footing right now. He's lost 2 of his big attackers, and I've lost a couple of mine. So I'm trying to figure out what would he go into right now. Now, if I remember, what else did he have? His Slowbro is going to be a problem. The Crawdont could do... Nah, we need to make sure we have a good switch. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to go out into our Rotom Wash. Okay. That's what we kind of figured. The Muck would come in. Mucks are usually very defensive. So we should be alright. I really don't think it has anything it can do to us. I mean, we'll kind of hit it for neutral no matter what. So we are going to... Do we want to Willow... Let's go ahead and Will-O-Wisp it first. Just to get that residual. He doesn't have anything that can really absorb it. So that's fine. That was a really good move to do then. As long as this Will-O-Wisp hits... Ah, he avoided. Alright. This Gastrodon's a pain in the butt. What do we have to go into? What do we have? What do we have? If he goes for Scald... No, we're just going to go ahead, we'll Will-O-Wisp again. And hopefully it lands this time, yes. So we can at least get some residual. I outspeed him. So I mean, if he wants to really sit here and recover, he can. There's really not a lot he can do. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to switch out... You know what, we're going to go ahead, we're going to switch out into Macho Man. I feel like that's a good move right now. I don't think he'll attack because there's no reason. He'll probably go for Stockpile again, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to try to go for a Dynamic Punch. And just get the confusion off. See if we can get him to hit himself a bit, do some damage. And... that should be good for us. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to go for the... Yeah, we're going to go for the Dynamic Punch. And that'll hit no matter what, just because of... Oh, and it'll kill him. So, wow, I did not expect that to kill him. But I guess Machamp's just such a beast. So, I'm not sure what he's going to go into. He's probably going to go back out into his Muck. Which would really suck. No, he's going out into Larry. Alright, now Larry has Psychic moves. Ooh. Will he go for a Psychic move, or will he go... You know what, we're going to go ahead, we're going to go out into Crawdont. If he goes for a Psychic move, we should be fine. And we should... he uses Yawn. I hate that move. Alright. So... pretty much, I think we're going to go back out into Macho Man again. And as long as we don't get burned, we should be fine. We do actually have the Thunder Punch on Macho Man, which should be very... I mean, that'll be useful as long as he doesn't get a burn on us. We should be good. So no burn, no burn, no burn, no burn. Alright. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to just... We're going to go for the Thunder Punch. And we'll see how much damage this does. Not a lot! I was really hoping for more. Alright, so we get burned. Of course we get burned, I mean... But we're actually going to go ahead, we're just going to go for the Dynamic Punch. And pretty much, right now, unfortunately, he's got a lot of stalls on his team. So, best we can do is hopefully can do some confusion, maybe get him to hit himself a couple times, that kind of stuff. So he's confused, hits himself in confusion. Alright. That's good. So, pretty much right now, I think we can go into Spin Cycle. And we're going to go ahead, we're going to try to get a... We'll go for the Thunderbolt on him. Ooh, he's withdrawing. Okay, who did you go into? Muck. Alright, alright. So we're just basically getting more and more health back every time. His Gastrodon's gone. So we should be fine there. And pretty much nothing wants to take a Will-O-Wisp. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to Will-O-Wisp on him. Just get that residual. And I mean, Muck is physical. So at least in Stockpile. Of course you have Stockpile. Alright. I hate, hate. I hate poison stuff on them. So... we're actually going to Volt Switch out. And I think we're going to go into our Typhlosion. Let's see. What moves do you have, Typhlosion? Fire Blast, Focus Blast, and Eruption. None of those hit for Super. What to do? What to do? You know what? We're just gonna go ahead in and we're gonna go for we're just gonna go for pretty much eruptions. So we'll see how much that does. I feel like even if he switches into the Slowbro, it won't be that big of a deal. He'll probably go for Scalds again. And... oh, he just barely lives. Alright. So... he's pretty much dead if he switches out. Oh, or he's just going to die from burning. Alright. So now we have the Slowbro. And that's going to be a pain. And I feel like the Yawn's coming. So we're actually just going to go out into Macho Man. He's really not that useful, unfortunately. And I mean, if he scalds us, whatever, we can at least get a dynamic punch and get some confusion again. Or he's going to use Psy Shock, and that's fine. Alright, alright. So, Macho Man's dead. And we have a Larry out here still. So I think what we can do is we can actually go out into Spin Cycle again. And we're going to go ahead and we are going to go for a Will-O-Wisp. And at least take off some of that residual coming. So that's a pain. Alright. We're going to go ahead, we're going to Volt Switch out of here again. And I'm thinking what we can do is at least go into Crawdaunt. So if he goes for the Psy Shock, I don't think he'll go for the... I'm really thinking he won't go for the... He has Psy Shock or Scald. So I'm guessing he's not going to go for Psy Shock. And that does a lot of damage. And that's good. That's good. Alright, let's go out into Crawdaunt. See if he goes for the Psy Shock. Hopefully he did. No, he went for the Scald. And sadly that's not too worrying. Because we can actually go for a knockoff. It's not worth going for the Dragon Dance just in case. So Larry is dead. Now he's down to one Pokemon. I'm not sure exactly what it was. So what do you have? Cloyster. Ooh. Alright. Alright, we have to be careful here. Because... Let's go for a superpower, actually. Alright, he's going to go for Shell Smash. Hopefully he doesn't get the boost. I mean, hopefully he doesn't get the... You have the White Herb? Do you have the White Herb? Do you have the White Herb? Please don't have the White Herb. And you do. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to superpower. And that should finish him. Alright, so we killed the Cloyster as well. That was a good match. There were some really good plays that happened. Reniculus really did a lot of work. So that was Rebusundead. Hopefully leave a like or a comment in the bottom if you enjoyed or disliked the match. Tell me what I can do to help out, like change up everything like that. But until next time, have a good one.